When we're in our 20s and 30s, we tell ourselves that achieving everything we dream of and that we plan to do, and getting everything that we want, from small to big stuff, that's success. That's living a good, happy life. But deep down we know it's not. And in my experience, if you think you will find peace once you have everything in life sorted, then you could be setting yourself up for a lifetime of anxiety. Because the dopamine hits that we are all addicted to, from the small stuff to the big stuff, from the gadgets and accessories and bits and pieces we all buy online, to the big stuff, expensive clothes, cars, houses, the new job, the promotions in those jobs. Once we actually get them, well, what happens? The novelty of it is great for a while. But then it wears off. And then, let's be honest, what do? We start thinking of where and how we're going to get the next hit. And listen, to have aims and goals and dreams is perfectly okay. We all do want to improve our lives and better ourselves, and that's absolutely fine. But what happens in the, let's call it, the in-between moments? How is your, let's call it, how is your baseline? Do you have a peaceful baseline? And what I mean by that is, it doesn't have to be constant bliss or walking around in, a calm meditation-like state. Let's be real. But it's important to allow yourself to have even small moments of peace and quiet and contentment. That's your baseline. Most people's default settings are a low-grade anxiety, from what I can see. And this seems to keep them on an edge. And living on that edge keeps your nervous system fried. And this can be changed. You can do things to improve that default state. Now, let's be honest and realistic. The 9-to-5 life builds on all the adult responsibilities. They're all very real, and we all have to deal with them. There's no getting away from that. But that's your external life. And it's important to have an internal state that you can retreat into when all the noise and the hustle culture we live in becomes a bit too loud, a bit too chaotic, and a bit too much. And it's important that that internal state is firm and supports you. Having this contentment, however small moments they are, that's not laziness. A lot of people are afraid to do nothing. You don't have to take yourself off to a week-long retreat of meditating and playing tribal drums, and you can find a comfortable frequency all by yourself. And you can do so in the knowledge that you can still do whatever it is you feel you need to do to provide for yourself, for your family, for your home, and work towards a better future. But you don't have to hold yourself hostage to all of that. Don't let all of that become a cell that you are trapped in. These are lies that we tell ourselves, but we must remain in this constant state of trying to achieve the best we can. It's a lie. So if you are feeling that you don't naturally have that state of contentment, those quiet moments where you are just relaxed and comfortable in your own skin, with no distractions, no screens, and you're unable to turn your brain off, there are some things you can try. And again, these are just my opinion. You don't have to take this advice if you don't want to. You can start by, I suppose I would say, just pausing for 2, 3, 5 seconds before you jump into a conversation, before you respond to a text or an email. All those little social situations. Just pause. Put a few seconds gap between responding and reacting. Those few seconds can give you moments of clarity. It might prevent you from reacting impulsively and perhaps either creating a situation or making a situation worse, and you get what I mean. Just take a few seconds, gather your thoughts, respond and react calmly. Have a look at yourself physically. I don't know about you, but I have to practice this during the day, even just once a day, but several times a day if you can. Fit it in of just thinking about your physical self. A lot of us are walking around, hunched shoulders, tension all over the body. Tight arms, quick steps, clenched jaws, and we don't even know it. But if you can take a moment to just think about how you're sitting, how you're lying, how you're standing. Have a look at yourself, just briefly, and just let everything drop. Let the shoulders go. Drop the arms, unclench the fists, unclench the jaw. And just try to relax, again, even for a few minutes. This will send a very quick little quiet message to your brain that tells your brain you're not in danger. You don't need to brace for impact. You can slow everything down. Sometimes that's not going to be practical in your 9-to-5 job, but certainly at home. The household jobs, the chores, the tasks that need doing, the washing up, the tidying up, the laundry. If you slow everything down, even just by 5 or 10 minutes, because let's face it, do you ever find yourself at home and you think, I'll have a coffee? What do? You know? You're nearly willing the kettle to boil quicker. Quickly make the coffee. Quickly drink it. Why? What's to be done after that? Let's say it's the weekend. It's your free time. There's no pressure on you to do any of these things. Take your time. Slow things down. That's actually you taking control back of so-called everyday normal life. And you're also telling your nervous system that you can step out of this madness into your safe place. And you can feel that safety whenever you choose. And it just lets you know that you can find the peace of mind to confidently tell yourself that, you know what, without everything else, you are actually okay. And these little moments, they're solitude. It's not isolation. Isolation can do harm sometimes. But pretty much most of the time, solitude can heal. So look after yourself. Take care.